Time for Home Buyers 101. What are the things that you need to do if you're getting ready to buy a home? Whether it's a new home or a previously owned home, there's certain things that you need to do to take care of you. First of all, hire a great realtor, a great real estate agent, and that's a big deal. You want to find one that's looking out for your best interest. Guys, I'm a plumber and I do a lot of work going in for real estate agents, either getting a house ready or going in and checking a house, getting it inspected for a buyer. Some real estate agents just want the sell. Some real estate agents just want to protect their customers. Let me tell you what, there's a big difference. The one that wants the sell is like, hey, look, if the problem really isn't that bad, do we need to let people know? Yes, we do. The reason being, if you're spending a lot of money on a house, why do you want to buy a house that may have a problem that can cost you a lot of money later? Here's the deal. When you're going to hire a real estate agent, don't just hire a friend. Guys, I promise you, all real estate agents are not created equal. All plumbers are not created equal. You'll get some that want to do a great job for you. You'll get some that don't. All they're worried about is the money. So rule number one, hire a great realtor and make sure that they're the kind of realtor that's looking out for your best interest every step of the way. Tip number two, spend money on the inspections. Guys, when you hire a home inspector and he comes in, there's certain things that he does not do, and he puts it in his report. He does not check the sewer system. He does not check the water system. Now, he may look at the meter and say, look, the meter wasn't turning, but I promise you that does not mean there's a leak. Would you buy a house knowing in your mind that there could be tens up to hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of damage under the house? That's what he puts that in there for. You should also get a plumbing test done. Hydrostatic test is not the right verbiage. The right words are sewer water test. You want to find out if the sewer or the water leaks up under the house. Why is that a big deal? If you buy this house and you don't test it, maybe you just have sewer backup, but it doesn't cause damage in the house, chances are you're going to pay to fix that. I go through this a lot. We literally just inspected a house the other day. The buyers are selling it after 2 years. We know there are sewer leaks under it. They weren't aware of it. We went in and tested it, and they're like, look, we had no idea. We've never had a plumbing problem. I understand that. Again, went on another one just the other day. They used the master bath. They've never had a problem. They're getting ready to sell the house. A plumber came out and told them they've got about 60 feet of sewer line under the house that's rotted that needs to be replaced. They've been in this house for 1 year. He got relocated for a job. He came in, bought the house, loved it. Now they go to sell it and somebody does a sewer water test and the sewer test fails. Now they tell them they're 60 feet up under a house that needs to be replaced. That's about $40,000. Is that the kind of money you want to spend on a house that you just bought that you thought was everything you wanted it to be? Tip number three, talk to the inspector. I have real estate agents ask me all the time, Roger, can my buyers call you and talk to you? Absolutely. Guys, we've found some leaks under houses that are so small you can't find them. We have found leaks in the sewer line that are probably in a vertical line and are probably never going to cause a problem. We've been able to talk to the buyer and explain to them, look, the leak is in this situation. Here's the problem. It's probably never going to be a big deal. The water leak was so small that literally we couldn't find it on the meter. The meter didn't turn at all. The pressure test lost so little pressure, but we knew there was a leak. We could go through and listen to every valve in the house and not hear a thing. Guys, problems like that may not be big enough to cause anything. And if we can talk to the buyer and tell them, look, we've seen a lot of problems worse than this that didn't cause any damage. Normally, if the buyer and the inspector get together and talk, and they can at least be aware of what problem it is or how severe the problem is, that may not be enough for them to worry about canceling the deal. But at least it should be up to the buyer, not the real estate agent. Number four, use the negotiations as a tool. And here's why. Say there are leaks under the house. Say there are issues that maybe can't be addressed right now. Maybe the leak is so small, but you say, look, we know there's a leak. It could get bigger later. So you negotiate things. But I will tell you this, negotiation, that's up to you. All I can do is give you the information and say, look, we know there's a problem in this line. We know there's a problem in this line. Maybe it's too small to tell exactly where it is. I don't know. But here's the thing I can tell you. If you really want this house, anything can be fixed. There are no plumbing problems that can't be fixed. And I've had some people call me before and say, look, we're wanting to buy a house that's got cast iron pipe. Do we need to pull it all out? Not necessarily. Is it leaking? Are there problems with it? There may be reason to pull it all out. I can't tell you that until we do a sewer test. And then when we go in, run a camera or do an isolation test to find out exactly where the problems are. But here's the deal. If you're an informed buyer, you at least know what you're getting into. I think that's a fair deal. If you don't know what's going on and you walk in and buy it, say you buy a $300,000 house and within 4 or 5 months, you realize you need $60,000 worth of sewer repairs. Is that fair if you don't know it? No. But what if you knew it coming in? If you knew, hey, I may have 20% increase of the cost of the house because of sewer problems, is it still worth it? That's up to you. You may love the neighborhood. You may love the house. You may love the school district. There could be a lot of reasons that you want that house, and you may say, hey, you know what? That's a gamble I'm willing to take. Once again, though, to me, that's your decision, not your real estate agent's. Number 5, and this is probably my biggest tip, don't be afraid to walk away. Look, we have found leaks under houses and the sellers are like, look, we're not fixing it. We're not worried about it. This house is going to sell. We'll disclose it, whatever the deal is. And the buyers have bought it anyway. Knowing that there was a problem, not knowing how big it was, not knowing how much it was going to cost, the buyers bought it anyway. They had to spend about 25% more fixing the sewer pipe. Guys, don't be afraid to walk away. It may be more of a headache than it's worth. Now, if you've negotiated that in your price, that's one thing. But if you haven't, and the house I'm thinking of, I know they didn't, you're going to be in trouble. Guys, walking away from the house may be the most money you save all year long because you don't want to buy somebody else's problem. Now, don't get me wrong. I love used houses. I love houses that have character, that are in a great neighborhood, in a great school district. There's a lot of reasons to buy a lot of houses, but all you need is one good reason to walk away and not buy it. And a sewer test and a water test can help you decide what those problems are. Now, I've got a video where I actually show me doing a sewer test and a water test. Guys, it's not hard, but that's where you find out, are there any problems? If you've bought a house and you ended up having a leak on the sewer line or a leak on the water line under the house and you weren't aware of it, do me a favor, leave me a comment down below and let me know how much did it cost you to get that problem fixed. And if you bought that house, would you have bought it knowing that you were going to have to spend that much more? Guys, if you're a plumber, think about this. This is something that you can learn to do and do the right way to help these people out. I run into plumbers all the time that run a camera in a sewer and they say, hey, there's no leaks. Guys, a camera will not tell you whether there's not a leak. A camera will tell you, hey, we don't see any major breaks, or hey, we don't see any root intrusion. But I tell you what, a camera cannot tell you if there's a leak. Think about it. If you took a picture down a piece of pipe, could you tell me if there's a leak in it? Probably not. We're doing the exact same thing. Guys, check out some of these other videos. Let me know what you think. If you like them, give us a thumbs up. If you hadn't done it yet, please subscribe and share this video with somebody you think might enjoy it. I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, the expert plumber. I'll see you on the next video if you don't get flushed.